During the early years of exploration for the Norani of the Revitalization Committee, two significant species would be discovered. There was the ocean-dwelling, monkey-like, winged Kazam, who would have significant relationships with the Norani during the early period known as the Manifesti years, and the Mitron, a species of mammalian, savanna-dwelling, pre-warp aliens that the Norani took a shine to right away and decided that they would do all in their power to help reach the stars. This early period is where the Norani showed their predilection towards cooperation and assistance to all other sentient beings. Hello and welcome back, future galactic emperors and space sociologists. Also welcome newcomers to the channel. We are here once again with our Norani Revitalization Committee, trying to tame the galaxy and understand the nature of our peculiar situation. We found these guys here last time. They are on a Savannah world, which would be very useful to us if we can get them on board. Let's look at their population here. They're not the best. Just like us, they do have psychological infertility, which is pretty awful. And they're jinxed too, which isn't great, but they're communal, conformists, and docile. They're a little militaristic, which is not really us, but you know, we might be able to convince them to come on up and join us here in space. Down here, we're just about to get to the point where we're gonna build a space station to cut this area off, and we were thinking of building a space station, a trading station, just between this pair of stars and our center system, say here. So I'm gonna actually build that because we have 4 available right now, because we desperately need to be finding a way to make food pretty soon. We also gotta buy more consumer goods because we are leaking badly. Gimel aliens. Data gathered in the Lambda system supports the hypothesis that it has been claimed by a political entity that we have designated the Gimel aliens. A central starbase orbits the primary and likely serves as an in-system communication and infrastructure hub. It appears to be the source of most of the transmissions that have been intercepted in the system. An effort should be made to analyze these transmissions and translate their language. So we have found what looks to be an actual other civilization. That's pretty important for our expansion because it just validates the fact that we gotta get this as quickly as possible. Which is fine. We should be there. We should be there fine. Depends on how close they are, right? Once you're finished here, I mean, truth be told, if we lose this star and this star, we'll be fine as long as we stop them here so we can take over the stewardship of those guys. Amoebas pacified. So we've now pacified the amoebas. We have the breeding program and the regenerative hull as available projects. One of our leaders has gained a trait. You, our general. Commissioner is soldier jobs. I think we're going to make him an admiral because we're going to need that earlier than anything else. Okay, so I think we're maintaining stability pretty well. I would say we're about to finish building this. We sent a colony ship out over there. So this colony, probably going to be a research colony for the most part. Let's start by building their monument, though. Let's start by building a city district. And then a monument. And then we'll build a research lab in there. Distress signal. Upon entering the Durga system, sensors detected a faint signal orbiting from Dugar 4. Short repeating pattern appears to be a call for aid. However, given the signal's weakness, we expect that locating its source will prove difficult. It may already be too late to help. If there's a chance, we should do it. So we've caught up on our influence finally. When we build the one down here, we're probably going to be stuck for a bit. I mean, we don't even have on hand what we need for that.
Construction complete.
Another new negative trait, gullibility. Okay, that's fine. That's pretty fine. We really have to focus on stabilizing our food and on stabilizing this. This is now built. We're going to build that hydroponics bay first. And then up here, I think we're probably going to want this to be... Is a collection range relevant for this station? Do we want this to be a trade station? Yeah, I think so. It also has to be able to defend the distance, though. I think we're going to do this, and then a gun battery. That's a fine starting setup for that station and its purpose. Good. Good, good, good. Look at that. Look at that. They're already searching this. Where is my... They're already doing... Is this being explored or is it being controlled? It is... Yep, we have a border. It is official, everyone. We have a border. So we need to build the station here. Just to let them know that we will protect our borders. That we will protect our borders. So let's do one pop. Like that. We did, of course, miss the opportunity to get it here, but that's fine. We do have other ones going out. 2 more going out, and we're probably going to start trying to grab the best of these. Like I said before, like that could be a generator world. That is already being built as a mining world. That, if we ever build one, could be... I mean, this could be a research world. Problem is, our people won't be happy there, and our robots won't be able to research for quite some time. The Gimel aliens stationed a vessel at our border, broadcasting a repeating signal. It was a challenge to translate the message, but our linguists believe they are inviting one of our representatives to a multi-day cultural exchange on their ship. Oh, geez. This is like the critical moment for our beliefs here. If they dissect our dude, we're gonna be so terrified of them forever. But if they don't dissect our dude, if they actually like act good, then that could be good. Political frontier. Established factions and fledgling movements alike have taken on unusually keen interest in our colony on Ivnad Hemparsten. From the moment we announced the settlement of the modest planet, nearly every political voice in the Norani Revitalization Committee has had something to say about it. Our analysts don't suspect that anything truly radical is taking root on Ivnad Hemparsten, but they advise some caution. It's clear our various political entities intend to campaign rigorously on this burgeoning world. Okay, ethics chance plus 50%. Unity gained. Okay, so I want you... Pause this. I want you to build the observation post and then build the mining station. Thank you. We have found the source of the distress signal on Dugar 4. Buried deep within the planet's crust was an ancient escape pod. Its cryostasis captive contained what appeared to be an alien child. Capsule, not captive. Despite the pod's extreme age, the cryo-reservationist equipment was still functioning and the child's life signs are stable. On the capsule's exterior, a series of symbols were roughly carved. We translate the symbols as our hope, our future, our scion. League Prison Complex. The ruins of a large prison complex have been discovered on Marenius 8. This hostile world seems to have served as some kind of maximum security penal colony in the First League. As a federal facility, the prison housed convicted felons from across all of League space. Surviving records indicate that most of the prisoners were guilty of piracy, terrorism, and other crimes of extraordinary nature. Fossilized remains from some of the prisoners can still be found where the cells used to be. Interesting.
Situation log updated.
So, where was this? This. Grab this, please. Thank you. With a little bit of guesswork, Envoy Avafin Uv Doglov and our linguists accepted the alien cultural exchange invitation. We interpreted the enthusiastic response from the Gimel aliens as positive shortly after they sent pictographs depicting a countdown to the party. We will prepare for the invitation. Ugh. This is absolutely terrifyingly scary because this could just turn out to be the worst possible thing ever. Where are you at? Construction ship down in the south. Okay, we want you to head back this way and start building this. You'll grab this when the time comes, of course. Report political discourse on Ivnad Hampastan. Our political scientists have been observing Ivnad Hampastan with keen interest. However, despite feverish campaigning and a lot of recent fuss in the media, they forecast a fairly typical outcome for the colony's political future. Our researchers note that no news amounts to good news here. Despite what some fringe elements in our society may claim, there are yet no signs that Ivnad Hampastan is being molded into a hotbed of autocracy. Democracy remains a founding principle there for now. So, nothing happened. Literally nothing happened. I think we're just gonna accept. This is fine. It's fine, guys. Nothing bad happened. We're gonna accept the status quo here, okay? We like the status quo. Successful resuscitation. The child discovered on Durga 4 has been successfully resuscitated. All vital signs are within a reasonable range for a life form of this type. Still unconscious, it may have some time before the child wakes. A number of items were also discovered inside the pod. The first was a degraded data crystal which revealed the child's gender, name, and species. He is called Excites and referred to throughout the log as the scion of Vargros. The second was a strange relic composed of an unknown heavy material. Given its design, it is likely that this relic formed part of a larger whole. Further study is advised. Of more pressing concerns is what to do with the child. Whoever this Excites was, for the time being, he will require care. Okay, let's find him a home.
Situation log updated.
And it also issued us a special project. What kind of special project is this? Fragment, relic fragment available? Engineering. Let's do it anyway. We'll be fine. We're just gonna do this. Let's get it done. 2 years, it'll be fine. Low stockpile here again. We'll just keep filling it up and running it out. Gimel Aliens. The countdown to the Gimel Aliens cultural exchange event is nearing completion. Envoy Oven Uvi Doglov is about to board the shuttle to the alien envoy ship. Communication with our envoy will pause for the duration of the party out of respect. We should embrace their culture as best as possible. I think that feels more like us. Oh, this is actually very stressful. We're unsurprisingly highly concerned about how bad this could go. Archaeological project completed. The archaeological mission to Merevius 8 has uncovered evidence of what appears to be a failed escape attempt some distance north of the prison complex. A toppled utility vehicle from the prison was found behind a small cliff, and several kilometers beyond that, remains of several prisoners in stolen pressure suits were huddled together. They seem to have died of asphyxiation when the oxygen supply in their suits ran out. For whatever reason, the prison authorities evidently saw no reason to collect their bodies. An interesting find. Alright, you are basically done, right? You're done. So we'll grab you here, and then we'll go back and start picking up the ones we've missed in other places. We got this guy here, and you. There we go. What a huge journey he has to go on. Communications established. We are receiving a transmission from Kazam Pali. They appear to have successfully translated our language. Diplomatic channels are now open, and all hostilities between us have ceased for the moment. Interesting, interesting, interesting. So that's them. It's too bad, because that was a really fun first contact mission. It's too bad. I'm pretty sure that them succeeding cancels that out. Greetings from the Kazam Party. Polity. So they are actually very similar to us. The only thing, they are more scientifically minded than we are, and they are less xenophilic than we are. That's pretty good. We all have so much to gain from this encounter. Yes, we do. First alien encounter. Research option gain, xenolinguistics. Nice. So this is this. We are still going to treat this like a hostile zone because we are not, we need our edge defenses so that we don't convince anybody else that they can just do whatever they want with us. So this is our closest neighbor. So it wasn't that we didn't have neighbors. It's that because I turned the hyperlanes down slightly because I like to do that, just like by 25, we just didn't connect to them. They were right here the whole time. Look how close we actually are to them. That's kind of fun, actually. That it's not that they were far away, it's just that we didn't have a real connection to them. I think we're gonna back off here and grab this. I think that's a good idea. We need to check out what's going on here, though. Okay, so I'm gonna build you a gene clinic. You have a gene clinic already. Let's build you more factories. An industrial district is what we want. I think maybe we build science building here. It's getting close. We may have to just accept that this needs, the next building needs to be a, no, I don't think so. I think we build a science building here, and then afterwards we'll build a city district, and then that building will be to do amenities. I think that's fine. Looking at our new colony here, how you guys doing? How you guys doing? So you're doing okay. You have 2 available jobs. Your population is still only 1. Once this is built, we'll build a robot factory immediately. That's fine. I think really that is fine. Is this? Establish embassy. Agreed. We will establish an embassy with you. That's our aborted first contact. It's too bad that they got it and we didn't, but that's fine. Council agenda ready. So we've done our progressive growth. Now what do we think we want to do next? Superior colonies, colony development speed. I think we're going to do this. I think that's the next good one. Superior colonies is good. We'll get on that. We have food again, of course, from space, because it's the only place our food comes from. Is this, you want to make a, and they're guaranteeing our independence, we will accept that. So they're pretty protective of us right now. We could form a non-aggression pact and they'll accept it, so we're going to do that. Literally, they offered us one while we were putting it up. So that's a thing. Good, because we want that. Let's pop up here and build an outpost here. So we gave them this star, but we do get to keep the observational post, which I think is a good compromise. Kind of wish we'd gotten one further, but it's okay. It's okay. Can't be worried about that stuff. That's you. I want to just come straight down here and see how far what we learned coming this way. We definitely probably want to get at least there, but if there are planets here, we'll go further. Battle wreckage. Trying to remember, this needs a scientist, eh? Where's my scientist guy? Could you actually prioritize this battle wreckage for me? Thank you so much.
Complete.
Now might be a good time to begin building our first fleet. Let's see. Just looking at our science, we're still working on this for 1 more month, so we'll wait 1 more month. 1 more month is fine. New election, no problem with that. Got our research. Let's build a fusion power center next for our ships to be better. Can I build? I don't know what my... Do we want to send a spy here? I think we do. Let's check what our policies are related to this stuff. So we will share our technology. Interference, subtle interference is allowed. Active interference will make people a little bit less happy, but I think we're going to do it anyway. And then looking at, by our people, I mean one of our factions. This, Shadow Matrix, I don't want that. Dark Matter Focusing. Encourage political thought. Research subsidies. Do we want to do research subsidies? Hard to maintain. No, I think just keeping Map the Stars for now is fine. Looking at how much of this stuff we've produced. Maybe we run Baryonic Insight for a while. Just until we run out. Because we've got a good buffer of dark matter. I was hoping to have found more by now, but it just didn't turn out that way. So we have an election. We have more first contact to do. Where is this? Here. Here. Okay, we've seen evidence of them here, but we haven't actually seen them here. He's building a starbase. The next starbase might be ready by the time that happens. Okay, that's good. So most likely we stop here, because there's likely someone over here. That's fine. It's good to find that out. Just slow down to fast instead of fastest for a while. Fossils discovered on Ivnad Hapistan, fossil remains. So this is an archaeological site, so they found some fossils. They all date from roughly the same time period within the span of a few centuries, some 3.6 million years ago. Each of these species seems to have evolved its own unique biosphere, and they all appear to have been sapient. Strangely, every fossilized individual found so far has shown signs of having met a violent end. Oof. A rough one. Let me see. So this is the starbase influence cost down. This is pop growth speed, which I think at this point is more useful. It'll be nice to have this the growth, the cost down when we're trying to fill out our in-system stars. But right now we seem to be keeping up pretty fine otherwise. So this is our factory world. We're building that industrial district right now. Population-wise, apparently robots can work in the odd factory. I never thought that would be the case, but that's cool. It gave us one extra spot on that planet for a robot, which is nice. Is this extra guy a robot? Yep, he's a robot. That's fine. We don't have a spot for him right now. I mean, if we move him to here, we'll be able to... He can work on this job. Right? So let's resettle. I think once... Now that this has built the minimum things it needs to build, we should build them a... See, before we build them a robotics assembly plant, let's build their first mining district. I wasn't going to put mining districts here, was I? No, this was going to be a research world. So what we actually want to build here is we want to change our designation to a tech world. There. And now we want to build a research lab. Like so. Not building robots there will be fine. The inquiry into the unidentified spacecraft that was observed in the Temeles Mars system continues, but insufficient data has been collected to make an informed hypothesis as to the exact origin of the vessels. Since we are likely dealing with a representative of a previously unknown alien civilization, effort should be made to intercept their communications and begin a comprehensive analysis of their language. Keep at it. You should grab this. Can't quite yet. Okay, what is this? You want a trade agreement? We'll do it. And you want a research agreement? We will also do it. I love peace. I love aliens who are nice to us. Okay, it's great to have a neighbor who doesn't feel like he's going to try to crush us to death. That's just my feelings coming out there a little bit. I think we're gonna favor... I think we're gonna leave it the way it is. We're fine. Power is fine. I want insights. But I don't want them at the expense of things going badly. We need consumer goods. In order to get more consumer goods, we are going to have this factory world working a lot better than it already is. There's not much I can do about that immediately. Androids would help, but they're far way into the future. I have really no one to work these jobs. Could prioritize this. Gonna make people unhappy because of the lack of cultural workers, is it not? We'll do that anyway. That's good. Incoming transmissions. So they are the caravanseers. Greetings, caravanseers. Numismatic order, show us your wares. Caravan cruiser? I don't really want the caravan cruiser. They have cool stuff, but the caravan cruiser is not really necessary. Let me see. Now you can increase your principled, I'm good with that.
Special project complete.
Archaeological project completed. Our archaeologists have successfully excavated several starship hulls near the surface of Hadar 1, relics from the massive space battle that took place in the system 2 million years ago. The forces involved in the war were the 2nd and 3rd fleets of the First League Grand Navy, fighting to contain an incursion by the combined fleets of Rikim, a nomadic warrior species from the Galactic Rim. What began as a minor skirmish quickly escalated into a running fleet battle involving hundreds of ships on both sides. It's impossible to tell which side won. Okay. So we're in a bit of a better position because we focused on the factory. Our starbase, okay, one man's debt. This issues the project to get the abandoned caravanseer ship.
Situation log updated.
Put a pause on so we can check exactly what that is. I need a construction ship. Nope, that is the wrong thing to click. Need a construction ship where? There? I mean, since you got nothing else to do right now anyway, could you go for it? You can grab this once we have the research for it. I think we're not going to bother to pass there because we're basically out of influence. Good. I think we're going to build another one of these almost immediately. Another negative trait. Our poor leaders are all getting negative traits. No. Fine.
New frontiers established.
Looking at the capital, we have no jobs available. We could build an industrial district here. And then after the industrial district, we could build a city district. City district being able to take robots, and the industrial district taking actual citizens. And the industrial district there will help us to even out. So we've colonized another world. Good. Let's look at our planetary summary here. This is the world that we intend to use for a power generation world. So I am going to start here. Don't have anything. We have spent a long time we're making our consumer goods work off of money that we don't have anymore. So we are going to have to make our economy work soon, or else. This is fine. We got lots of food available. Let's look here. That 500 will have to do. Going to here, I am going to build us our very first building, which probably should be a robot assembly plant. After that, we'll build generator districts here. Our ongoing research into the broken relic discovered with Execates has hit a roadblock. Given how many pieces are missing, we can only speculate on its true purpose. However, based on the anomalous readings we've recorded while in close proximity, there is some reason to conclude that the object has an impact on space-time. Well, we did our best. Hang on that. What is this? You want a migration treaty, eh? What are you guys like? I haven't even spent any time learning who my new friends are. What do you guys even like? Who are you? What do you mean to me? What do you mean to yourself? We want to look at them up under species. So, galaxy species that we're aware of. Riggin, these guys. That's us. Looking as cute as ever. Ocean preferences. We don't have any ocean worlds. Like, literally zero. We will agree to this because it'll make us closer, but we have none. No ocean worlds. It's not a thing. As far as we know, they don't exist. Rift Sphere. Oh, yeah, it's half finished. Should we just do this? I mean, it being half finished makes it basically a regular tech for us, right? 35 months? I think we're going to do it, just to get it done. I think it's a good thing, a good idea, and we'll focus right on it. With old defects. Likely due to the vessel being a civilian transport, the shipboard databases were not fully scrubbed as part of the decommissioning process, so while nothing else of value is found aboard the ship, our data scientists have managed to recover partial references to unknown alien technologies. Ooh, Starhold. So we got a good, strong contact here. Probably another contact working out here.
Research
Toxic
complete.
terraforming candidate discovered. Hey. You can come here and build this starbase, which is, I think, going to be our border on that side, at least for now. Peace and prosperity. Technology continues to progress on Alderaan 1 as industrialization takes their society to new heights. Their most recent breakthrough in engineering has revolutionized their use of transportation and brought them a step closer to planetary unification. Defying our predictable models, Alderaan 1 is now a unified world, pooling their resources. The people have prioritized the well-being of the global community and living standards are rising. Remarkable. This is highly commendable. Highly commendable. Protests are springing up across Urav Nor Trob. These large and colorful assemblies have gathered in support of singularly frivolous issues, the right to hold public dances inside financial institutions, to which colors should be painted onto our defense platforms. The protests are not violent, but they are noisy. Some of the civil services on Urav Nor Trob have been placed under strain by the disruption. The same cannot be said for the general public, however, who rather than being inconvenienced, seem instead to be enjoying the quirky demonstrations. Ick. Mining your own business. Deep within the crevice of the giant asteroid FL-784, we have found something astonishing. There is mining gear attached to the rock, digging itself into the vast depths of the asteroid. It stands abandoned, with no sign of who placed it there. If we can stop the machine, we might be able to learn something about the technology used to build it. But we must hurry before random debris crushes it. Ugh. I think I just want the materials. To be honest, at this moment, I think the materials are just more useful to me. The Helith aliens appear eager to establish communications with us, having sent a large audio and visual transmission that appears to offer the key to translating their language. Our experts are confident that we'll be able to use this to learn communication with them soon. Of course, we will have to trust them that their offered translations are not misleading and that we will be able to reliably interpret information presented from a vastly different experiential context. Let's just send him around to start building the mining stations that we need. Coming back up this way. The Manifesti! They have struck again. The protests on Urav Nor Trob have ceased almost as suddenly as they began. Rumors about their origins abound, but many whispers speak of a group called the Manifesti. This enigmatic collective seems to have been responsible for a number of proactive art projects in recent years. Their subject matter every bit as spurious as the issues we're seeing protested on Urav Nor Trob. I don't want to arrest them. Let them have their fun. I can't see anything that would be gained from arresting them. Let's look here. We probably want to build another one of these. That'll help us keep up with our housing. We'll bust out our amenities, though. And let's build our first ships as the end of this episode. So fleet management, ship designer, go to this. We don't want to auto-generate designs. They can auto-upgrade, though. That's fine. This is okay. I think we're going to put in coil guns and a red laser. All of this is just what it is. So let's save this design. We want to upgrade this fleet. And then I want to increase the number of ships in the fleet. We can just do that from here. Then we get to 10. That's great. And this will be our very first military fleet of any significance. This colony here is going to be a generator world. We want to build them that, and then we want to auto-designate off and put them on generator world. Good. Another colony has been founded. This is the one that's going to be mining. So we're going to drop a robot assembly plant there. And we have more research there. We could grab the Starhold. We could grab robot modification. I think we're going to grab destroyers instead. Even though we're peaceful at heart, you know, peace is not more important to us than the preservation of our society. We now have a tropical world, which is interesting. If we were to colonize this, we can colonize this with them. They're adaptive, which is just like us. They have long lifespans, defensive armies, so we could colonize this with them. I think we will, because this is a world for them. We call it Kazam. And I think we're gonna use we'll use Call as the tropical world designator. And we'll go Kaldax. Kazam Call Kaldax. Okay, let's do it. That gives us another world to colonize. Very, very, very useful. And we still have this that I'm not rushing to get. Okay, the fleet is upgraded. We've, of course, done what we've been doing the whole time, which is run out of...
Situation log
We have to fix this. We'll deal with you in a second. I think what we're going to have to do, something that we've been putting off, is go to our government. I think we're gonna have to change our economy to our economy policy. I think we're gonna have to switch to a civilian economy for a while, just to see if we can calm this problem down. We have made first contact with the mysterious aliens in the Dragar system. For now, we have codenamed them the Sin Aliens. Until we can find out more about them and if they possess a language. So we need an envoy for this. Accept. Old gods approaching the undaunted. Just keep ourselves under pause here. Encounters in Gungar. So we've made first contact. We did that one already. Signs of battle. There's clear evidence that a massive space battle took place in orbit of Durstakond at some point in the last 5,000 years. The surface on one side of the planet is pockmarked with craters from stray weapons blasts. The scans from the ISS Omad Avab have picked up and revealed several hulks on the ground. Though these wicked ships are all in very poor condition, the fact that anything remains at all after the damage they must have sustained is a testament to their advanced design. Science Officer Abafin Uvi Kalv is preparing an expedition to sift through these derelict hulls for any valuable technologies. So we want to go to you. We want to just add researching this project. Pictures grunt 1,000 words. A subversive dialect has taken root within our centers and educational institutions. Its origins lie in another project penned by the Manifesti. The linguists note that the so-called Earthsterp speak, all words relating to our economy have been replaced with expressive grunts. More worryingly, its many and colorful insults seem to all derive from names of prominent military figures. This has drawn formal complaints from the individuals' families. Keep an eye on them for now. You want a defensive pact, which we will absolutely agree with. I am good with having a close ally south of me. I think that's going to hurt our influence, but I'm not worried about that. Heth aliens. Our efforts to decipher the signals picked up from the Heth aliens have paid off, and we have finally made a breakthrough. While our mastery of their language may not be complete, we have managed to successfully open diplomatic channels with the civilization. We now know to be the Dilatrath Monopoly on screen. They are peaceful and authoritarian. Our citizens send their regards. Yes, they do. Okay. Mirrors brightly. The Manifesti have unveiled their most public expedition to date, a new and extremely popular interactive experience on Abafin Nor Toragua. Invites visitors to manipulate reflections and images of themselves and create distorted collages of political figures, some from other galactic empires. Critics have heralded these pieces as casting a necessary and harsh light upon our sense of self. The expedition has also inspired a number of other satirical works both on domestic issues and on pan-species relations. Debate amongst our social researchers is lively. More conservative voices urge caution. After days of careful and, at times, excruciating efforts, Science Officer Abafin Uv Kalav has retrieved the Doctrine of the Undaunted, a humble text scroll coated with a sturdy plastic polymer. The scroll has been brought back to the ISS Omad Ubav for further analysis. Fascinating.
Research complete.
Exceptional individuals. Send out the call. Has established a branch office. We've gained xenolinguistics. First contact speed is faster. Interstellar recruitment office, interesting. Grants a small amount of influence. So this is what we got, what that last event was from getting that research finished. Let's do, I don't know if I need the star bases, but maybe the beginning of terraforming could be useful. I think we could do that. We are running out of cash. That's an unexpected thing to happen. Probably because we have too many buildings active for the amount of stuff that we are doing. Let's sell some food to give us a while longer. We are finally above with consumer goods though, which is a nice thing to see. And I think we're expanding at a decent rate. I think we're doing a pretty good job here. You know? Starting to feel pretty confident that we got this under control. We got these guys here. They attach there. We've got a starbase here that we haven't built yet, but we're gonna... Got one more starbase that we can build for specific purpose. Savannah world there. We got this tropical world that our friends are gonna colonize for us. Got this arid world. If we can get these guys to join us, those desert worlds can go to them. Yeah, I think so. First start, this is good. Obviously, in the future, we're going to have to do some conflict management. We're going to have to do some fighting. Probably should have pushed this to here. I don't remember why I didn't. It was a mistake. It's fine. If we have to rebuild it again a little bit more south, we'll do that. It's fine. Not going to make a big difference. Hopefully we can get our generator world online and actually get these guys working. We have no extra pops still, which means we're doing a pretty good job of keeping ourselves balanced. You have jobs more than you have people. You have jobs available for when people come up. Don't have a lot of use for robots here, but remember, we can always transfer robots. Yeah, I think so. All right, thank you for watching, and I hope you join me the next time we are here with the Norani as we continue to develop our little piece of the galaxy so far. Goodbye for now.